One more fight, then you go up a level, then there's a cutscene, then there's a fight, then there's a cutscene, then a conversation.
Okay. What do we got here? I bet you there's more in that room.
Locks. Yeah, probably a few genlock archers. Oh hey, no there is not. I just gotta loot this room.
More studded leather gloves. Stamina potion.
Darling.
Another mace. And new area.
Yep.
Ogre.
Yep. Armored ogre. Angry thing, isn't it? Very.
Now we killed the ogre.
Actually, I advise most of you try to keep your distance. Then maybe the Tower Garden, maybe Alistair. I don't know. But he's going to be pretty resistant to stuns and such. Maybe a paralyze will get him, but he might resist that too.
Okay, Alistair. Don't really need shield cover.
He'll be resistant to shield bash and shield pummel.
Okay, precise striking. Tower guard. Precise striking.
And then I seriously advise paralyze for the mage.
Okay, I can't actually do precise striking. Taunt it. Okay.
7.
Well, flaming weapons isn't too bad either.
Yeah, but you want to start the battle off with him paralyzed.
You're
Easier
right.
to get more damage in. Excellent.
Okay.
And now you can cast flaming weapons. And lightning and whatever else you want to do. But try not to use up all your mana. For when he inevitably comes unparalyzed. Like that. Ooh, he's angry. No, 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 no. No, don't attack my weak, tiny mage. Everyone's alive.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal.
Oh, sure, he's nice
Let's
to
light it
you.
quickly before it's too late.
Very nice shield.
Yeah, I told you. There was great shield up here.
And a lot of money. Okay,
Loot the room before...
my mage is healing.
Loot the room before you light the beacon.
There's some barrels back here. Tribal necklace is a gift, a lesser spirit bomb.
I'll get on it.
Green stone.
Save the game before you light the beacon.
Okay, how come?
About to be something big.
Sound the retreat.
But What about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
This storyline still isn't making any sense to me.
Anything I can do to help with that? Like, what's not making sense to ya? Sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So then, anything I can help with regarding
Hang on,
the storyline?
I'm still working through...
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man
Yeah, why
who was to
exactly did you
respond to
save
your
us?
signal
Yeah,
quit the
and how?
field.
They
The
still haven't answered
Darkspawn
that.
won your battle. Those he abandoned
You'll
were
get your
massacred.
answers.
Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Oh, come on.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. I do not mind. Take your time. I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. Who says I would ransom for coin? Gold has its uses, I suppose, but power buys far more.
I am made slightly uncomfortable by your new hairstyle.
Oh, how come?
Because I wasn't paying attention, and Out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Anders on screen.
She turned into a giant bird and
Like,
plucked
I know
the
his
two
hair
of
is
you
actually
from
different
atop the
color than
tower,
that,
one
but
in each talon. If you do not believe that
you're
tale,
not paying
then I suggest
attention.
you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. Are you sure you want me to describe it? I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
Oh yeah, but we already know.
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Are we safe here? I got
I
the dark
agree.
spawn.
'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Loot the house as best you can.
Oh, lots of stuff to loot, huh?
The iron chest you won't be able to get to. Ow.
Use 1 or more points to spend on attributes, but is rendered useless afterwards.
You're not gonna have enough room.
Mage. Oh boy.
It's okay. I know how you can fix this.
Okay. How?
Use the tome.
Okay. Exit. Inventory.
It won't be in accessories. Other. Roll. Tome of the Mortal Vessel.
Okay.
Now exit. Now level up.
Now level up. Dex. I'm way short on my dex, apparently.
And now you have just enough room for the robes.
Except
And like I said, no, you can't loot that chest.
Can't loot that chest yet. Okay.
You won't be able to until much later in the game.
Okay. No, can I save here safely?
Yeah.
Okay, no, what I'm confused about in the story, and I suppose that they're going to clear some of it up, maybe, is what exactly the whole point of the whole going to the top of the tower to light the beacon so that Loghain will know when he's supposed to ride into battle to perform some useful function that he could only do after the battle was started. And he sat there where everybody could see him. I mean, that's everything that they showed in this battle was all within eyesight. He sat there watching the battle, not entering the battle until this beacon was lit. Alistair was supposed to know, you know, what sign to look for to light the beacon. That plot point disappeared. They never even came back to it. You just ran to the top of the tower as quickly as you could and lit the beacon, at which point Loghain, standing there right in front of everybody, said, okay, that's our signal to attack, but we're not doing that, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Well, if his intention was to leave, he could have left at any time before that. You know, there was no point in him waiting for the beacon to be lit to leave.
Guess you just wanted it to sting more.
No, it sounds like somebody wrote out a very simplistic plot, and no one ever said, wait, that doesn't actually make sense.
I know. I'm trying to excuse it.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just going to pass over it so that, I mean, because the whole point is that, you know, Loghain performed a betrayal in a dramatic way. And it was dramatic because it was supposed to be dramatic, not because it made any sense.
I know.
anyway, that's my bigger problem, is that I'm still trying to get a feel for how to control the game in a way that makes sense to me.
I know.
But it's getting there, and I'm still enjoying the game immensely.
I was actually thinking that after we finish this conversation, once you step outside, that you should probably quit for the night and maybe not be frustrated.
No, I'm not all that frustrated. I mean, it might be best to quit for the night now that we completed another major section. And we'll save conversations for next time, you know. No, I'm not frustrated to the point that I don't want to play the game anymore. I'm frustrated in that I'm trying to play the game and I can't get... I'm enjoying the game, but I can't seem to get a feel for the controls.
I know.
Part of it, I'm wondering, could be because I'm playing it on easy instead of a more difficult mode. Because most battles, by the time I click a skill, the enemy's already killed.
Yes, that's because you have a party of 4.
Yeah, I don't... You know, there doesn't really seem to be a point in me doing anything other than just click and attack.
There will be on more difficult enemies.
I guess, and I mean, I'm sure we're going to get there and figure that out sooner or later. And I think part of that is because I'm playing it on easy. Maybe that's just not nearly as compatible.
I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. But hey.
Okay. But it's just going to take some getting used to. The controls just don't function in either of, you know, the first 2 or 3 ways that I try to use them coming from other games. They're not designed around the same concepts.
I know. I felt that way when I first started playing, but I adapted.
Yeah, and I'm sure I will too, and I'm really enjoying the game. I want to keep playing it.
Alright. I seriously, if you do want to stop because we've done a major plot point, though, I seriously advise you wait until after this conversation. I want it done while it's still fresh in your mind.
Okay, should I talk to Morrigan again?
No, step outside.
Okay. Oh, do I go straight into a cutscene?
Yeah.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has
She's got a
served you
point.
both well,
No.
has it not?
Yeah, but she's also terrible. Don't trust her.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody keeps talking about her as if she must be hundreds of years old.
Yeah, she's terrible. Like, not because she's hundreds of years old, but just, she's terrible. And she's going to destroy the
We cannot have all
world.
the Grey
So,
Wardens dying
there's
at
that.
once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to
There's that
unite the
reason not
lands
to trust
against
her,
the
you know?
Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
I vote 6.
Yeah.
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eman knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war. I suppose. Al-Eman wasn't at Ostegar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man.
Yeah, but he's
respected
also
in the
kind of
Landsmeet.
terrible.
Of course! We could go to
I
Red
don't
Cliff
like
and
him.
appeal to him for help. The Jarl would never do what Tan Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eman's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn Horde by himself. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand
Yeah.
aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eman, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Gee, no, Alistair, you're the senior warden here.
Yeah.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
Let me guess.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall
Yep.
we have
Yep.
2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Huh.
Don't be mean. Please don't be mean.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
You get to live, I get to dump my daughter on you.
Uh-huh. I was about to say, you realize she just said that this is how you pay for it.
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Yes and
Look
no.
a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this
Oh,
add to
she's
our
still an
problem?
apostate in the wild.
Out of the wilds, she's an
It's
apostate.
much more difficult to
If
find.
you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the
Actually,
blight.
that's debatable.
Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world.
Getting some
I
mixed
do
signals
this
here,
because
Flemeth.
you must
Yep.
succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Well, I was going to tell you a thing, but too late now.
I am at your disposal.
You get extra
Grey
Morrigan
Wardens.
approval
I
if you
suggest
say
a
she
village
won't come to
north of the
harm with
wilds
us.
is our
Oh.
first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Yeah, she really doesn't want to do the silent guide thing, does she?
She has a lot of problems with that. Dude, you have huge boobs for an elf.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself.
Also, you are
Or hear
pale as
about it for a
fuck.
decade or two.
So-
Yeah. Now that's the only problem is
Do you
the new
really
head
want to
that
take
I
her along
made,
because
it
her
does
mother
not
says
match
so?
the skin tone apparently. Or maybe
Yeah.
we just got some screwed up lighting.
No, it doesn't match the skin tone. If you snatched it from a pineapple tree,
I guess
then
you're
yeah,
right.
it's
The
not
Grey
gonna
Wardens have
match.
always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers. Ask.
Oh, so we get a full conversation now with Morrigan.
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you
She
meant.
looks so
yes?
angry.
Yes.
I've never actually had this conversation with her. Does she sound angry? I can't hear her.
No, bemused.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Amused still.
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here. What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly. 'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop
Lothering.
along your imperial highway where
Lothering.
travelers purchase goods from local
She said
farms
it
and smiths.
lothering.
I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe
No one ever said the
you
Templars
were a
were
witch.
smart, honey.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
That's a good question. How are we going to get past the
The real
Darkspawn?
question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
That's not reassuring.
We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me
XP.
something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother.
How does
I
her
have also
sleeve stay
studied
on, I
history
wonder?
And your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Well, that was fun.
Yep.
Got all sorts of new quests.
Yep.
+4 approval from Morrigan, +4 approval from Alistair, tons of codex updates that we'll look at next time.
And some screenshots.
Okay, I'm going to save and stop here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Save
And then
game.
next time, we go to Lothering.
Okay, gonna stop recording.